All right, so ever since I got my Steam Deck, I considered it one of my best purchases that I've ever made, to be honest, but definitely of the past year. That's why giving it up for a month was so difficult. If you've seen some of my more recent videos, I did tease in the back there, so some of you might have picked up on that, but I had to send it out to Valve for repair, which is not something I thought I'd be doing so early on. It's only about 7 months old. Not something I thought I'd be doing, but I'm very glad that I did it. What I want to break down in this video is one, the issue I was having and why you might want to be aware if you bought your Steam Deck in the past few months, how I went about it, and then my experience with Steam support and my whole mental state throughout this whole missing Steam Deck era of my year. All right, so what was the issue I was having? Basically, the volume up button was permanently stuck. It would always increase. Even when it was maxed out, it would try to be pressing it, which first I thought it was kind of just a hardware thing where the button was just stuck, the plastic part. So I jiggled it, it didn't do anything. And that's when I took to Reddit. So on Reddit, I saw a couple of things, like you always do. It's always a mess over there, right? But I saw three main things. The first is that it seems to be an issue specifically with people that bought their Steam Deck around the same time as me. So I got it in November, give or take a couple months. That's kind of where I saw these posts aiming towards, right? Like it kind of lined up. They were all saying they had the same issues. So I was like, maybe we're onto some manufacturer defect. I'm good, I'm within my warranty. And then I saw some older posts and people talking about potential fixes that I did actually try. Probably shouldn't be admitting this on camera and publicly on YouTube, but I did mess with my Steam Deck and then I did send it in for RMA. So I don't know, if Valve wants to come after me, you. Look, I'm a handy guy, okay? I know how to open up electronics. I did it. I'm opening up the Steam Deck, right? There's nothing preventing me from doing that. Just poking around, looking around a little bit. That's what I did. I tried to fix it. I looked at the sound card and the fix kind of worked for a little bit, right? It was rubbing alcohol inside the switch and then spamming it to move any debris or anything in there. It worked for like a week and then I had the same issue. The reason I'm telling you this is because don't waste your time trying to fix this thing. You got the warranty. There's a 1-year limited warranty on the Steam Decks. Just immediately send them a message when you see this, give them your symptoms, and they'll take care of it. That's probably what I should have done from the beginning, but the way my head works, and I'm sure some of you guys as well, you want to repair it, you want to do it yourself, you want to just get it up and running, not waste anyone's time to ship stuff and whatever. You want it to do it yourself. I get it, but I should have just sent it right off the bat. For some people, that fix did work, and that's why I tried it a couple times, but then it kind of just pushed me delaying and having that issue for so much longer. When I finally decided to send them a message, they were pretty damn quick to respond. So I got a response literally later that day at night, right? They said, okay, we're gonna start the RMA procedure. You're gonna get an email with a instruction sheet, and then you're gonna get your packing slip, right? Your shipping label. Boom, next day I get all my stuff. I follow the instructions. It's very simple. It's just, I mean, you could read, you can understand it. I'm not gonna go through that in this video, but it's pretty simple. You do that, you drop it off at your drop-off point, and then you're done, just basically out of your hands. Now, if you guys are like me, and I'm pretty sure some of you have got to be, then you're gonna stress the hell out of tracking all your packages, right? You wanna refresh it, make sure it's moving, make sure it doesn't get stuck, because you're like, oh, maybe I gotta send them some paperwork or something for customs or whatever. So I was checking that thing every day, and it was moving, but it took a hell of a lot longer than I thought. Right now, it's all fine and good, right? I got the Steam Deck back, but it took about a month with dropping it off to doing the repair and then getting it back. With that whole timeline, that was a month. I feel like when you take away something that's just always at arm's reach, like you see in the background there, I just grab it, play it, it kind of throws you off, throws you out of your little system, right? Because I grabbed that at night, I'll game a little bit, unwind. And when you don't have that, it makes you want to use it even more. And then when I finally got it, I didn't know what the hell to play. I basically quit the Steam Deck cold turkey. That'd be that's a great video title. That might be the video title. But yeah, basically not having this thing for a month and essentially quitting cold turkey made me want to use it way more. And I mean, it's not the end of the world because the whole thing was like, I'm sending in for repair. It's going to be done. It's going to be done once and that's it. Hopefully it's going to be done once. But the Valve support was really good. I mean, I have no complaints with them. They took care of it. I had to do nothing, just tell them my symptoms and that's it. So that's why I'm telling you, don't bother messing with it unless your warranty is really out. Just contact them. They'll honor the warranty. Even if you're out of warranty, maybe they'll repair it for you and then not send you a bill. Maybe they might send you a bill. I don't know. I can't speak on that. But I mean, let them deal with it, getting a proper repair, getting a new part put in. It's stress-free. So now that I'm backing up and running with my Steam Deck, no Steam Deck video, regardless of what the topic is. This is like a warranty public service announcement thing. no video would be complete without a couple game recommendations. I got 3 fresh game recommendations for you guys. The first is recommended from a viewer, and that's War Pips. It's a, what do you call them? An RTG, RTS game. Honestly, I should have probably just scripted this video out. I don't script any videos, but this one, that was embarrassing. War Pips is an RTS game you can learn in and out in about 15 minutes. I think that's the timeline for me. I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing. You put together an army, win battles, unlock different troops, and what's really fun is that it could be going your way at the beginning, and then it starts tug of war, right? They are getting some, you're getting some, pushing back and forth, and it's just really fun. It's addictive, and it was a recommendation from one of the viewers, so one of you guys is directly responsible for my addiction on this game. It's cost nothing, so might as well get it. And it's just a fun game. I mean, if you like RTS games, or if you like these kind of simple indie games, it's a great pickup. The second game is Played Up. This is something I just saw on sale and picked up. That actually goes really well. Played Up is a roguelike take on that classic restaurant kind of game where you're running around and serving customers and making the food and stuff. Very similar to Overcooked, but with a roguelike element. You jump into a run, modify the layout however you want, and then you start cooking. Literally. You'll get upgrades after each night that allow you to modify your restaurant, get little upgrades that can help you better serve customers, because if one person's patience runs out, you lose the whole run, you got to restart, that's what makes the game so much more stressful. Is one person, you don't get 3 strikes. You get 1 and you're out. So those 2 games are pretty cheap. So if they're mildly interesting, I recommend you just pick them up because you're going to love them. But this next game is a new game. You're paying full price, but it's worth every penny. And that's Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. If you've watched the channel before, you know I love me some Lego games. Lego Star Wars remake. I played every single old Lego game. Lego Indiana Jones, Batman, Star Wars. They're all great. They're solid games. I don't care what anybody says. There's not much to say about this one, but if you liked the Lego games from back in the day, you grew up with them like myself, you gotta buy this. If you played all those old school Lego games, this is one of the best. I haven't even gotten that far into it, but it's a solid game. It's good for kids. It's good for you. It's a win-win. If you have kids, they could play it. You could play it. You could play together. Solid game. So that basically wraps up the video. This was more of just a PSA to anyone who got a Steam Deck around the same time as me or the past few months. If you have this issue and you're a DIY person, I'm not going to tell you to not repair it yourself. If you want to try, that's up to you. But I would say just send it into Valve, get a new part put in it with the warranty, and that's it. So I hope I helped some of you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you've had any other issues with your Steam Deck that I should probably be worried about if I got to send another request. But I hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.